Hello. It's terrible, alright? You can call me T. You can call me TP, actually. Name change. TP, short for terrible picks. Every week is the same thing. I have some really good picks, I have some really bad ones. And it gets annoying, alright? You know what? I may have a resume for ESPN, but for this channel, we want better. We want better. Let's start going through them. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. The Thursday game, we actually made a prediction for this one for once. It was kind of nice. No, it wasn't. It was not nice. Titans-Packers. Titans won. You want to know who I picked? Not the winner. No, it was not the winner. It was not the winner. Titans won by 10. Titans won by 10. 27-17. I had Packers -3. That's terrible. That's terrible. Well, it's fitting then. It really is. Traylon Burks, though, came back out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, I got 100 yards. No biggie. But, yeah, this was, Tennessee, man. I always doubt them at the worst times. And then when I support them, they lose. But, dog, even Derrick Henry is out here throwing touchdowns. But he had a solid day. Burks, 100 yards. I mean, Packers, it's same old. Just not good enough. Up next, Bears, Falcons. Another loss for me. Another loss. The Bears, I have too much faith in them, and they have no defense to help them out. I mean, Fields, the sad thing is Fields had an off day. 85 yards rushing and a touchdown, 153, touchdown, 1 pick. Bad day for him lately. He's been good. No, that's still solid. That's if he's gonna play like that, 14 for 21, solid run game. If he's gonna play like that, they should be able to win. Falcons just, I don't know how they do. The Falcons just somehow beat the bad teams. They're 5-6. They're 5-6. I had Bears -3, but Falcons 27-24. They got the win on this one. Mariota, he's the king of the bare minimum. But this was another one. The Bears should have won this. The Bears should have won, but I don't care. You know, this game, not important. Not important to me. Up next, Bills. Browns tried to keep it close. Luckily, they hit the cover. A -8 cover for the Bills. They won by 8. So that's what you want. That's what you want. But, I mean, it's just the same old story for the Browns. They need a better quarterback. They have one. He just can't play. He's suspended. He's a naughty boy. They need him. They need him. He's very important. They gave him a massive amount of money. But he's not playing. He's not playing right now. He's in NFL jail. He'll be back soon, right? Isn't it week 11? He should be back, possibly. Maybe. We'll see. He should be back soon. But Bills beat him. Bills got the dub. Allen, not his best day, but they didn't need anybody. They didn't need anything. It's the Browns, dude. It's bad. The Pats destroyed the Browns. That's how I know who's good this year. If the Pats destroy you, you suck. But good game. Good game overall. Bills are 7-3. My first win of the day. My first correct pick. Thank you, Bills. Thank you. Dude, this Eagles-Colts one. This was a pretty good game. I was keeping my eye on this one. I always kind of pay attention to the Eagles because I got Jalen Hurts in my one league. So, not his best day, but he got the job done. I mean, he ran well. He pretty much had the same day as Fields. Almost the same yardage. That's so funny. Pretty similar stat line. Hey, this is the future, baby. Half runner, half thrower. And you gotta be good at both. Got to be good at both. Future quarterback right there. But yeah, it was really. It was like 16-3 or 13-3 when they kicked the field goal. Wait, no. Okay, so it was 13-3. Eagles get scored. I think they got it to 10-13. Then they kicked the field goal. I knew once the Colts kicked that field goal, you knew the Eagles were going to come back and score. But this one was perfect. For this one, I predicted Eagles W, but it was -6.5 for the Eagles, so I said +6.5 for the Colts. But Eagles W. That was my pick. And it hit, baby. It hit. They won by 1. Colts got a solid D. They do. The offense just couldn't get it done today. Not enough out of Matt Ryan, Taylor. Solid day for him. But this was a good one. Hurts, man. He's something. He's something. And I had to play Devontae Smith in my one league. Didn't have anyone else or something. He's good. I just don't like playing him. It's an A-team. Like, you don't want to play Devontae Smith in an A-team league. But he got the job done. Got 13 points. What more could I ask? Oh, man. This one was good. This was good for me. All right. It's good for me. Just, what an awful game. What an awful game it was. But Pat's got the dub. Good teams find a way to win. It was just bad weather. I guess it was the wind. Horrible wind in Foxborough. And nobody could throw the ball. Mac was alright. The thing with Mac is he's 23 for 27. 246 yards. That's not bad. That's alright. No touchdowns, but like the sacks hurt. He got sacked 6 times. That's pretty rough. But Ramondre Stevens, 15 carries, 26 yards. Luckily, Damian Harris had like a 30-yard run. He had 65, but it was just a shitty game. Why even talk about this one? The punt return, man. The punt return at the end. Insanity. They had the whole issue with the wind. They had the whole issue with that. So you have a punter. He's been struggling all day with the wind. He's had a couple. I think he had a couple that just were short punts. They were just very short because the wind just took them and, just threw them out of bounds or whatever. And then, they're at the end of the game, and you can't have one that gets caught in the wind. So you saw it right away. The way he punted it, he punted more of a line drive. You could see he put boom on it, send it back a little deeper, and that's how punt returns happen. If you don't get your coverage down the field, you just gotta dodge, just gotta juke 1 or 2 guys, and then all of a sudden there might be an opening. That's how punt returns happen. They just got unlucky here. Because he had to put it further down, not get stuck in the wind or whatever the issue was. And what was his name? Marvin Jones. He juked a couple guys, took it all away. Absolutely crazy. But just bad luck for the Jets. They're used to this. They're used to this stuff. They are used to Zach Wilson. It's terrible. They should keep playing him. They should keep playing him. Up next, Rams, Saints. Pretty good game. This one was back and forth. And then the third quarter, the Saints they had the 2 touchdowns. What were they? It was the Landry and then the big Olave one. And they were just, it was 14-10, all of a sudden it's 24-14, and they were just in the driver's seat at that point. But this is a good pick for me. Very good pick. The last one, by the way, I picked Jets in the last one, so I got screwed. But Saints -4. They won by 7, 27-20. They're 4-7 now. I don't know. They don't have their first round pick, so they don't need to win. I can't believe they traded away their first round pick without really knowing who their quarterback was. That's kind of nuts. But yeah, Rams, I got no faith in the Rams, man. They aren't good. Cup was out. Oh wow, congrats. Tutu Atwell, big touchdown. That helps. Allen Robinson, he helped out a little bit, got a touchdown, but they just don't have anybody. They need more from those guys. They need more. And they got no running backs. They never had running backs. Cam Akers, he's terrible. They just, How's Sony Michel working out for you? Glad they traded for him from the Pats. But yeah, it's just the Rams are bad, man. I cannot believe they were my preseason pick to return to the Super Bowl. I didn't have them winning again, but I did not understand the full extent of who they lost. And it's showing. It surely is showing. Lions, Giants. Honestly, I don't remember seeing much of this one. I don't remember seeing much, but it looks like the quarterbacks did not play well. Daniel Jones, 7 carries, 50 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. The new age of quarterback. But, dude, Jamal Williams, 3 touchdowns. I have DeAndre Swift, man. I need Swift to get those touchdowns. He had won. I mean, even Justin Jackson doing better. Dude, Swift had 5 carries for 20 yards. His longest was 16. That's how bad the other ones were. But, man, maybe I shouldn't play him. And he fumbled. But I said this before, I don't really have much faith in the Giants. I think they're solid, but 7-2, now 7-3. I mean, get beat down by the Lions, that's rough. And they just, oh man, they were getting destroyed too. They were getting dominated. I mean, they're lucky they put up 12 in the fourth quarter to at least make this look a little better. But it was just, it was a beatdown. They weren't the only team with a solid record to get beat down this weekend. We already know. But tough one for the Giants, but they'll bounce back. They'll be playing Thursday. They got, both these teams are playing Thursday, right? Yeah. Lions got the Bills. Giants got the Cowboys. Pats got the Vikings. Ooh, Thanksgiving should be good. Hopefully the Lions game will be close enough. Watch the Bills-Lions be like the closest game, and then the rest of these are just blowouts. That's the NFL for you. Up next, Panthers, Ravens. Not much action in this one. It was pretty straightforward. Nobody did anything all game, and then the Ravens just kind of pulled away in the fourth there, put up 10, but Lamar, very slow day at the office for Lamar. He didn't do much, but they got the win, man. I mean, DeMarcus Robinson, 9 catches, 128 yards. Interesting. But, yeah, Lamar was fine. But, geez, the Panthers are bad. 3-8. Focus on the draft. Panthers. Don't think about this season. Forget the season. Just forget it. But yeah, Ravens, 10-point win. So they were minus 12 on the Panthers. I said no. Plus 12 for the Panthers. And Ravens win. And that's exactly what happened. They won by 10. Exactly what happened. Genius pick, even after the Lions beat the Giants and I picked the Giants. Luckily the Ravens held on though. Commanders, Titans. Yeah, I didn't really care about this game. This is I don't know, the Commanders keep making moves. They're at 6-5 now. They won. They're at least 2 straight. I don't know if it's 3 straight, but I mean they're playing well. Heineke he's a game manager and getting the job done. 23-10 over the Texans. Texans 1-8-1. 6-5 Commanders. They're looking good. We're definitely going to check out the playoff race at the end of this, but I didn't really pay too much attention to this one. I picked Commanders -3, and they hit that easy, won by 13. So Commanders, I don't think they don't really scare anybody, but if you're a bad team, you don't want to play the Commanders. They'll beat you. This game made me so mad. I feel like the Broncos should have won. They should have won. I don't know. This one was crazy. The Denver and the Raiders and the Broncos, man, they're both 3-7. And, beginning of the year, there's so much hype around these two teams right here because they had loaded up. They had some talent. Broncos they both made trades. And these teams were hyped up. I said, Raiders will be good, but the Broncos will flop. I said that. So, this honestly, these two teams here, these are my NFL picks. They perfectly describe my picks. One team I predicted would be bad when they were supposed to be good, and I was correct. Another I predicted would be good, and they're bad. And they're really bad. Overtime win, though. Overtime's always cool. What happened? I forget. Hold on. It was the Devontae play, right? All right, let's check it out. Yeah, Devontae Adams, 35 yards. I thought it was longer than that. That's interesting. I thought I remembered it being longer than a 35-yard pass, but I thought it was like 40 plus at least. But yeah, that was just a big field goal from Carlson to send it to overtime. And he had McManus kick the one before that, just back and forth in the fourth quarter with the field goals. It's good stuff. Good stuff from Devontae, though. He had a really solid day, for sure. Very good. Very good day from him. This is how he should be playing, man. 7, 141, 2 touchdowns. That's how he should be playing. That's what he should be doing. Come on, Derek. And then Josh Jacobs got over 100 yards. You know, this is what we expected from the Raiders. This is what we expected. Wins like this. They should be able to pull these out. They got a good team. Broncos. Whew. I don't know about the Broncos, man. I feel like for the Broncos it's over. The Raiders, it is over. It probably is, but they still have a tiny chance to. If one of these teams had a shot to turn it around and have a good year and somehow sneak into the playoffs, I would pick the Raiders. So they're definitely not going to make it now. Yeah, so this one, I don't want to talk about this one. I don't want to talk about these two. Come on, Vikings. This keeps happening to me. This keeps happening to me. I'll have so much doubt about a team, and then they'll have like a good win, and I'll be like, all right, I believe. And then they get killed. They get absolutely destroyed. The thing is, though, I do like the Cowboys. The Cowboys are one of the teams I like. I said the Eagles and the Cowboys are looking like the favorites in the NFC, and I'm actually going to add a third into this one, 49ers. I'm going to add them in as well. But the Cowboys, I said they were good. I just didn't pick them here. I mean, just an absolute beatdown from start to finish. Tony Pollard went off. Of course, I didn't play him. My one league, I didn't play him. And of course, I lost by like 20. And he dropped a lot of points. Enough to win it for me. But just a big game out of him. He just had the 68-yard touchdown catch. That was just massive. Massive. But yeah, Vikings are fine. The Vikings are fine. They're still 8-2. Cowboys 7-3. But this says a lot. Sometimes when you have a big emotional win, I mean, the big overtime win against the Bills, just a week ago. It's hard to recover sometimes from that stuff. It really is. It really is. Up next, Steelers, Bengals. Bengals got the win, 37-30. I was worried about this one because when I posted my previews video, sometimes I'll start getting worried about a pick when some fan from that team comes in and is like, oh, you're going to regret this one. I got something like that. I forget what the guy said, but he's like, Steelers got this. You forgot about what happened week 1, huh? And he said something like that, and I was like, oh, crap. Might regret this one. But no, Bengals won. Bengals won. Steelers aren't good. I mean, it's going to be close because it's division rivals. Kind of just happens, but Steelers played well. They really battled. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was a good game too. I don't have anything to say. Perrine. It sucks because Joe Mixon, that's my guy. And then you have Perrine, 3 touchdowns. Like, Go away. Go away. Oh, wait, no, Mixon had the concussion. That's right. Sorry. Mixon got a concussion. His backup goes in, scores a bunch of touchdowns. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like that cost me that cost me the win too. Didn't play Pollard, Mixon, concussion. But Burrow, solid day, just 2 picks. But not bad. But George Pickens once again looks solid. I forget, they get him 3rd or 4th round. But he looks solid. He does. And good game from Najee. But not enough. Not enough. Steelers 3-7. Bengals 6-4. Chiefs. Chargers. This one was pretty good too. Definitely some solid games from this weekend. This was one of them. I mean, come on, Chiefs Chargers has been good. I mean, it really is. Herbert versus Mahomes. Good stuff. Even though Herbert, he didn't really have his targets. I mean, he had Keenan and Mike Williams were back, but they've been out. I mean, it's hard to expect a lot from guys that were just hurt, especially Keenan. He's been out a ton. I mean, Mike Williams probably all right, but 1 catch. It's just a tough game for the Chargers. Tough game. They were there. They're right there. They're 5-5 now. That's tough. That's tough. It's good. They're still good, but tough position to be in. It's just, they don't feel like a 5-5 team. I think they'll be fine, but Chiefs 8-2. Got the win on this one. I had the Chiefs -6.5. I did have that, but it was less, so they didn't cover. But I mean, I outright picked the Chiefs as well, so it doesn't matter. But they didn't cover. That's all. And yeah, this one, I had 49ers winning, but I had them. The line was -8. I was like, no, it's going to be less. I'll take Cardinals +8. 49ers win, but they blew them out 38-10. It was a blowout. It was just Jimmy G, man. Jimmy G looking good. I've always liked Jimmy G. I was so weird. He just, I mean, obviously he has his mistakes, and he might have cost them that Super Bowl, but he's a solid quarterback. He's good. I don't know. He's just, I mean, if Lance is their guy, he's their guy. But looking back, they traded 3 first-round picks to go get him. If they use those 3 picks for other guys, especially other guys in the first round, I mean, they could have other pieces and then around Jimmy G right now. It could have, and Lance is hurt. I mean, Lance has to be a freak. You traded a bunch. Now you have to hope he's a freak. When they could have just kept putting huge pieces around Jimmy, and they have. They literally have. They brought in McCaffrey, for God's sake. I mean, they already had Samuel. Like, they had talent. They had talent. Kittle. I mean, they got some Ayuk. They got so much talent, and they could have added even more around that. Maybe somebody on defense. I mean, you could have used like one of the first round picks. I don't know, Parsons. I remember seeing somebody talk about that. Like, could have got him in that draft. I mean, it's just, they ended up where they would have been if they didn't make that trade, and then they just don't have the pieces. Now you have Jimmy G in there playing well, and he's gonna be a free agent next year. We'll see where he goes. Wonder if the Jets will try to get him. That'd be a pretty good team up if he goes to the Jets. But 49ers got the dub. Nice, easy dub. All right, time for playoff standings. So, in the AFC, Chiefs still at the top, 8-2. Got the row of 7-3 teams here. Dolphins, Titans, Ravens, Bills. Right behind them, Pats. And the Bengals at 6-4. They're in that 6-7 spot. And then the Jets also 6-4. They're at 8 though. They're barely missing. So tough loss for them. Really a tough loss against the Pats there. But Chargers 5-5. Colts 4-6 and 1. But that's pretty much all the contenders. Jaguars, Raiders, Browns, Broncos, Steelers, Texans. That's the lineup. But into the NFC, Eagles, 8-1 or 9-1. They're sitting well. Nice win. Nice comeback win for them. Vikings, tough loss, but they're fine. Still the 2 seed there. 49ers, 6-4. Buccaneers, 5-5. Those are all the division winners. Then you got the Cowboys here, 7-3. Nobody is going to want to run into them. Who would they play? So 2 versus 7, 6 versus 3, 4. So they play the Buccaneers. So they'd probably kill them. But 7-3 Giants, same thing. Not atop of their division because their division is stacked. And then Seahawks at 6-4. They're chilling. Commanders right there in the hunt, 6-5. Then you got 5-6 Falcons, kind of just right there at number 9. Lions, Packers, Cardinals, Saints, Rams, Panthers, Bears. So pretty good lineup for the NFL. So yeah, that's week 11. I'm excited for week 12. Thursday games for Thanksgiving. It should be a good one. But